Okay, we're back with Final Fantasy XIV. Time to continue the main story of Dawntrail. Oh. Some interesting lore about the new region. I love having Smudge. Such a useful ability, especially because of the fact it gives me the same speed as Sprint with only a 20-second cooldown. I'm gonna put chat up here. That way, if you want to read ability texts, they're gonna be down there in the corner. Okay. It's very unique. So far, it's like a lot of setup, like, for the new world and introducing, like, the actual world itself. Which, in all honesty, is fine with me since the new world is so vastly different compared to all the other regions we've been to. Sounds like I took a lot of stuff from Charlian. I'll be honest, I'm really liking the more laid-back atmosphere of Dawntrail so far, though. I agree, the name is intriguing. What are they? Alpacas! They spit. And they eat everything. I think she's just having fun showing us around. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't have the duty finder running. The two heads must be her father. Wow. So when will we get ours? Right, that was the event, well, the traveler we learnt about back in Charlian. Hopefully we get to see it, but probably not. Or cause chaos and destroy it, who knows, it's us. She's right, and that's the explanation for why we haven't had female Hrothgar. It's because they rule as queens over in Basja. Moblins. I like this, like all the thought and story put into this land. I hope we actually do spend a good amount of time here in the New World. Actually, if I remember correctly, we heard about them during Viper. Where this region's equivalent of Lalafeld, then Tataru would finally have a friend who understands money, unlike us. Flanked one. Yeah, I know where we're gonna put ours. Yeah, I think we're good. It's an interesting thing. Like, there's a lot of thought and everything put into this region's culture. It's like the last time we went to a completely new region and I mean like a region like the New World, because we went to Rhodes before, and Rhodes, no, we've been to Rhodes, Ishgard. Every DLC always took, I mean, expansion always took us to a new region, but it was always still something, a region that we've had, our areas had trade with. The history's pretty well known, so it's never like gone like, oh, we need to explain the entire history to you because you won't know it. Meanwhile, here it's like, no, trade's a recent thing, so learning about the culture and the history is more natural. It also is because we're specifically here to deal with not a world-ending problem, because of the fact we don't have any active war going on, we don't have threat of the primals, got none of that. And we could just focus on, the world. Or the region. I think I already set up this one. Yeah, I did. Oh, please tell me there's a beach bar. There is! I just says I want to check something. I never redeem it, but where the fuck is it? There's, yeah, I never actually used it. There we go. Hold on a second, I think yep. Give me a second. Oh, corn shell tacos. I don't like corn shell tacos. I do prefer flour shell, like soft shells.
Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Huh? Okay. Let me know what you're saying. Come back up and I'll open the door.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Wonder if that was my fault.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
Oh.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Yeah, he wouldn't send us all running on a wild goose chase just for a legend, especially because of the fact that, correct or wrong, didn't they say that it's whoever finds it's the next Dawn Servant? So it doesn't make sense to make it
Now
on
to
so
finally
he
spot
think
the
doesn't
pleasant view
exist.
to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh.
Our food. We have two heads.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Come on, it's time for bed for you.
I don't know these ones. New salt. Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother. Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Why do you have two
Glory
heads?
on your name, brother.
The Mystic and the Mighty.
And on
Gee, I wonder what
yours,
they did.
brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is
Hey.
equal to
Go to bed.
ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
I'm gonna enjoy fighting them.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in the Great While, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Like her father and like that.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamat know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Really love the drum for this area. Gonna run over here and sink to this aetherite just so I can continue filling out my map. We're probably gonna go for like 14 to the we're covering for Dawntrail. I'll probably cover the main story. Depending on how people enjoy the playthrough, I might also cover the raids. I'm not too sure on those ones yet. Up here we go, more cutscenes. There's a lot of cutscenes in this opening, but I've heard that's the thing that's in this whole DLC, whole expansion. Move in for a fight? Come on. I want to show off my new skills. If I'm correct, I think this is we saw Meteor fighting in the trailer, in the opening trailer. Hey! Oh, except for our Dragoons did.
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Why not?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
So, do you want to explain why you're here and how much gil you've spent?
Know that you are the strongest I've fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If
I like
it's
this guy.
formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
I.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You
That's all it was.
If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The other head's asleep.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
We fought and we killed a bird. She brought a red mage, a sage, and 2 painters.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonash.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant.
Wait.
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Indian's gonna find trouble. There's the pain in the ass. Oh, he doesn't seem to like him either. Oh, Mechanist. Huh.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen.
Okay.
Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamuja at all.
You don't seem to like that.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
That's how he got here.
Now you have us to compete against. Ah, though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
I think they were expecting trial by combat.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
And I just
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
I like the weapons they have.
Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
Sounds simple enough.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor.
Wow. He's confident. King doesn't. Oh, the Dawn Servant does sound like that.
The succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
We've got 3 members of competition, and somewhere out there is Thancred and Urianje. Estinian is here with us.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
Yeah, she has questions.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf
I asked
of the
about the earring. I do remember if she
I've
wore it
come
before.
to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
It's storming outside. You don't need to bark.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
Good for her.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Does know him.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Look, it's far from the craziest thing we've been a part of.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
I mean, you...
Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw. Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Made my decision. I mean to see it through to the end.
Is that so? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Oh, here we go.
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja. Take heart, tiller of the soil.
The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the landscape. Serelja, the Talasia. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
Okay, what's the cursed question?
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier.
You have a cursed question, ask it.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Uklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Really?
Cryo, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. yet at the same time a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
How is Barbatos based on Nintendo? Context for that claim.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
Oh! Oh, right, yeah,
The
yeah.
elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Right, everyone else here does have like spears and swords and everything, but he's the only one with a
I will
gun.
hear your petitions if and when I
Come
am
on,
named
come here.
Dawnservant. If you will excuse me.
Go to bed. Go to bed, dog.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
I think you mentioned it before.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlia. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Nice leg warmers. Are you talking about me or the others? And then there's this guy, this asshole. I like my boots.
Gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant.
You're more brutal.
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja
He's a boy.
finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Oh, great. Beating him.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Does she not get any? Let's say, what about our... Wow. Everyone's already counting her out.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's Promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
The underdog.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
But she's brought the most powerful allies.
It's
She
fine.
brought me!
More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Ought to find the City of Gold. My knees. pretty much the same. Yeah, so we know where to go, what order. Ow. Oh yeah, I still need to have my inn for this area, so that makes sense. Need to have a place to change my glams. Calm yourself. Just because it's storming outside doesn't mean you get to be a brat. So this is where I'm going to have my place to organize my gear, change my glamour chest, and cut my hair. Which... I'm going to do one of those things. I sit in here, dude. I lay on this. I want to sleep command. Oh, I'm curious. Okay, I think I actually might come here for, if I do any videos about Dawntrail. Before we set out, I do want to change one thing with my glam. Go. Before we head out, might as well switch to some lighter clothes. I'm not going to open any of the coffers they give me yet. Just because of the fact, right now all the gear they give me is level 645, and I'm currently at 660. Actually, you know what? Let me check something. Actually, you know what? I won't open weapon for a Reaper, because I'm going to be building, eventually getting the, what's it? Why am I trying to blank? I'm going to be getting the gear for Reaper. For my, That's nice. Was it ground back? Oh yeah, eventually I will be picking up the, Madavillian weapon for my Reaper. Actually, I'm by. I think that went in my, yeah, that went in my normal inventory, didn't it? Or not? Puppy, stop crying. Actually, looks pretty nice. My another poor little puppy is not enjoying the weather. Yeah, right now a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing is glam related for the armor, just because, or it's going to go to my tank or Reaper class. You don't like it outside. The sky's lighting up and you don't fly. I'm doing outside to calm her down. Hopefully she's calmed down a little bit now. What do you mean, at least? To be honest, I like Wuklamat more than I liked Lys back when in Stormblood. And I really didn't like Lys. Link Pearls. Yeah, she is. The dog is not having fun. Oh! What's that here? See you later. I like that gear. Is that the monk gear for this one? No. Oh, cool. I wonder if that's tombstone gear. We're taking the alpacas. Are you? One's all happy, the other is terrified. Nope. Yep. He's a merchant.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear.
Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Ar.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here, of all places.
He's not. He is not a happy camper.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol No, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrunpelo.
Oh, truly. I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyollal. Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Watrunpelo's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
I have a bad feeling.
There.
Wild alpaca. Oh, she's already caused trouble, isn't she? God damn it. Ah, it's these kind of merchants. Focus! I might. That's also because I'm a glam addict. Let's sync with the Aether right here. Ugh. The plan is the next Sunday I have a full day off. We'll do a full stream of the main story. Unfortunately, I might not go much longer. I know I'm taking my time with Dawntrail. It's mostly the fact that's like the days I'm streaming it, I'm coming home and I'm tired from work. Please. Oh, just answer my questions. Ugh, I'm tired from work. Wow. Don't either really knows or won't tell us because we're only allied. We're allied with the third. Aw, puppy! Please calm yourself. Stop it. Stop doing that. Ugh. I think I know which one is the person we're looking for. I think it's the only one in a unique outfit. Maybe not. Go to bed. Come on. I'm gonna go with the diligence. I don't think it matters because I think it will reach the conclusion at the end. I'm a very smart person, as I carry around my giant paintbrush.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all.
Why I'm here. Uh-oh.
Zorolja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobli, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobli. That's part of the test.
And there.
You're Tobli.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Uh-oh.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
Okay, an alpaca. Just a normal alpaca.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal?
It's gonna spit on her, isn't it?
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said. Ah!
I love it.
The little monster spat on me! Oh, that stinks. I can't.
Rep.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but beatable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Yeah, after I'm done this whole sequence of events, I'll probably go to bed just because this puppy's getting a little crazy.
Well and good. But did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
I put the puppy on my lap in hopes that it'll calm her down.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
I agree with this.
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
The alpacas know all.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
You got this.
Are you all right, or Clement? We thought we heard you scream.
Hey. Oh, my dogs are saying to be wild children tonight.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
She did die.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
Oh my god. Actually, I have that. Damn if you found the right merchants. As long as they don't go in... Yeah. As long as she goes alone to capture the alpaca, we can help her negotiate. Thank you. No. No, I just, I buy the clothes I like. I'm sorry, I've been up early. Also, something I pulled a late night last night for Batman. I think after this quest, I might call it. It's gonna be bartering. God damn it. There it is. I mean, at least they're honest. Found someone. The Hrothgar merchant. Or weaver. Unlike the other person who's here, she understands the assignment. It's not forcing them, it's... Oh, I disappeared this one. That's cool. Your tour with some pets. Trade the basket. The weaver. What's the weaver gonna give us? Well, poncho. Now we just gotta find somebody who needs a poncho. I still don't get their currency. And trading, part of being a merchant is, well, not just remembering, but also building relations. Give me all the shit. Okay, blame Twitch. Check your drops. I don't give out the mounts. Let me see. Because I know it's random chance. Let me see here. Have I gone... I know drops are enabled. I forget how to check it, though. There is something to check, you have 3... They also can give you food or, Aetheryte tickets. Yeah. Trying to remember here, when they end. I think it ends on the 29th. I'm gonna try to do a long Sunday stream for Final Fantasy 14 before that. Oh. He won't because he's too hot. What are you doing, bug? Think which one I'm trying to think of which one to give it to. I'm gonna try this one. Go from right to left. Give him the poncho. A poncho for a hatchet. How about the value? We should take alpacas. No! Not more alpacas. I don't know. You tell me. So we went from 500 to 1,000. You do not want to make me a merchant. I'll be the most dangerous thing in the world. Yeah, I'd like to keep going. I am tired as hell. We're gonna have a day that's just devoted to Final Fantasy 14, but it won't be today just because of the fact like I said, I'm tired from work today. I have work in the morning. And tomorrow we also have the God Eater stream, so I'm actually gonna go pass out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.